Well, this is day 2 of the Gravely engine rebuild. This morning I got out here and I got a new oil filter on here. It's a Fram Extra Guard number Pt2, and that's the replacement for these high pressure oil systems. I also got the valves adjusted to 12 thousandths clearance down below here, and I got the covers and the new gaskets on there, so those are looking good. And with those new O-ring gaskets down on the bottom here, they're nice and tight. Jug's all bolted down, that's all nice and snug, and everything's still moving good. So now I just got to get the head on. Well, I got the head all back together here now, and I also cleaned up the intake manifold. I got the new gasket on the top of that, and I got some new bolts, new lock washers. Everything's never seized. I cleaned up the bottom part, so that's all ready to go together. And I also washed the fan cowling this morning, because when I first washed the tractor I really didn't get behind this that well. So I got that all cleaned up real nice, best I could really. I think it was repainted. Someone painted the gas tank black at one point and it oversprayed on everything, but that's all cleaned up. And the little thing that holds the bearings for the fan is all cleaned up. I don't know what you really want to call it, but that's all set. Washed the gas tank brackets, and I also brazed the manifold because I had cracked it when I had heated it up a while back. And I had brazed that, and it's now sitting in this bucket of sand to cool it slowly, because if you cool cast iron too quick it will crack. So that'll be hopefully ready in the next hour or so. I can pull that out. And I gotta put that manifold on before I put the fan cowling on, because the side of the fan cowling covers this bolt from the side, so you can't really put the bolt in when the cowling's on. And I also have to pack the little bearings on the fan, which they're actually not in bad shape. They spin pretty good. You can't really hear much of anything. So those are alright, I'm not going to bother replacing them. So I'll get those packed and put together, and I'll get the fan put back on the cowling, and when the manifold's cool, you can put that back on. Alright, well I just got the exhaust manifold on. You can see where I brazed it. I had a crack down the side right here, so I laid a lot of braze on there to make sure it wouldn't come undone. And it took real nice. I filed it down. I could make it look a lot nicer, but want to keep a lot of strength on that part. But brand new bolts in there, they got never seized in them. Same thing with those ones. I used the old gasket because the old one, I replaced it probably last summer sometime, so it wasn't that bad. Now that that's on, I can get my fan shroud back on here. And I got the fan back in there, it's all cleaned up. And the bearings are in, and they are packed. So let's get this on, and then we can get the handlebars attached to this. Well, I've skipped ahead quite a bit here, just to shorten up the video some. Finally got it all back together. Back to normal. I got the chain from my super convertible on here, because that one doesn't work. Got all my electric starter back on, my starter button, wires. Finally got this back to electric start after about a year now. When I got it, it was electric start, but it was missing pieces. So it's been a pretty long day, 9 to 5, so I've had a pretty long 8-hour day working on this thing. It's all back together though. Very happy with the outcome. Got new oil in it, 2.5 quarts, 10W30. I rolled it over by hand. This thing's got an absolute ton of compression with those new rings in there. Being an STD piston standard, even being worn out to the maximum, it still has a ton of compression. But then again, it also hasn't broken in yet really, so. And it cranks over real nice. Still have to put some gas in it. So this is the end of the repair video for the Gravely LI 1958 gear reduction wheels. And the next video, we'll be doing a startup. We'll have to see how it runs.